No. But something's going on. She didn't give me the thumbs up yet, though.
Then you notice the on the corner top
I've never noticed that ever.
So if you need to see on YouTube.
Your mic's on.
Thank you. Good evening. Welcome to the City of Joliet City Council meeting for Tuesday, September 2nd, 2025 at 6:30 in City Hall Council Chambers. The Honorable Mayor Terry Darcy presiding. We'll have the invocation from Pastor Larry Tyler of Second Baptist Church at 156 South Joliet Street in Joliet, after which he will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Let us pray. Gracious God, our Father, we thank you for the privilege to invite you into these proceedings. We thank you, Lord, for this city council. We pray for strength and wisdom, guidance and direction. We thank you for their commitment to serve. Lord, we lift up the constituency of this city as well as the stakeholders. And Father, as we face the agenda items, we ask for your peace, your presence. We ask for peaceable concessions, that most of all, we may move forward all as one in your presence, in your guidance, in your strength. If anyone has any unspoken extenuating circumstances, we ask that you would, your grace and mercy, would touch that person and the situation. We ask this all in the name of Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. Let everybody say,
Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We'll begin with roll call. Mayor Darcy.
Here.
Councilman Cardenas.
Here.
Councilman Clement.
Here.
Councilman Hug.
Here.
Councilwoman Navarro.
Here.
Councilman Moreno.
Here.
Councilman Mudrin.
Here.
Councilwoman Quillman.
Here.
Councilwoman Reardon.
Here.
Under Mayor is a proclamation recognizing Suicide Prevention Month, presented by Councilman Mudrin.
Proclamation. Whereas, according to the American Federation of Suicide Prevention, AFSP, more than 49,000 people die by suicide annually in the United States. And whereas, according to Hope for the Day, HFTD, with an average of 132 suicides completed daily, each one directly impacting 100 additional people, including friends, service members, family, social media connections, neighbors, and we can safely assume everyone has been impacted by a suicide. And whereas the City of Joliet publicly places its support fully behind those who work in the field of mental health, education, and law enforcement. And whereas global organizations like Hope for the Day and our local mental health partners serve on the front lines of a war that many refuse to discuss due to the stigma. And whereas we encourage all residents to take time to understand mental health through education, recognize that we need to take care of our mental health while we take care of each other. And whereas September is recognized as Suicide Awareness Month, the National Suicide Prevention and Action Month, we create to raise the visibility of mental health and prevent suicide prevention resources in our community. Now, whereas I, Terry Darcy, Mayor of the City of Joliet, Illinois, on behalf of the Joliet City Council, proclaim September as Suicide Awareness Month, dated September 2nd, 2025. The mic is yours.
Thanks. I'm a little short. Thanks.
Got it.
So yeah, thanks for having me yet again. Joliet's always been a great city. So yeah, I just wanted to take a second to talk about schools going back in session. So with that, students are going back to unseen pressures like a lot of screen time, social pressures. So with that, you know, they're hiding a lot behind brave faces. They don't want to talk about a lot. So it's important to have these conversations with our students, and as, you know, family members, just checking in on them. So that's why at Hope for the Day, we really want to get into schools and give them these tools and resources to have those conversations and really turn that silence into resilience. So yeah, just mental health education is really powerful in providing folks, whether you're a parent, family member, a neighbor, in or out of school, anywhere in the community, it's important to have these conversations. So yeah, just remember it's okay not to be okay, and thank you so much for continuing to have these conversations.
Thank you.
Next is the approval of the agenda. Is there a motion to approve the agenda as written with the following change? Postpone council memo number 455-25, award of contract for the City Square sculpture to Sija Chen Studio in an amount not to exceed $197,000 to be discussed at a future meeting. And before we motion, Dustin Anderson would like to make a few comments.
Yeah, sure. Staff thought that due to the interest and excitement this item has generated, it would be nice to postpone this so that the Arts Commission could be here to present this with staff for the benefit of the council and the public.
So moved. Second.
It's been motioned and seconded to approve. Councilman Cardenas?
Aye.
Councilman Clement?
Aye.
Councilman Hug?
Aye.
Councilwoman Ibarra?
Aye.
Councilman Moreno?
Aye.
Councilman Mudrin?
Aye.
Councilwoman Quillman?
Aye.
Councilwoman Reardon?
Aye.
Mayor Darcy?
Aye.
Motion carried. Next is citizens to be heard on agenda items. Is there anyone who would like to speak on an agenda item?
Good evening, Mayor, Council, everyone. How's everyone doing?
Good.
You guys just took off my thunder. I emailed everyone tonight my email. Hopefully everyone received it.
Yeah.
Oh, everyone's shaking their head. So you did receive it. My computer's working correctly. But I came down here tonight just to voice my approval and my you guys took my thunder to express my strong support for the the Unity Dome. I think that once, we get this beautiful center together, we only got one chance to get it right. And so tabling it and bringing in the Arts Commission, maybe that's the best thing to do. But that's the reason why I came down here tonight, to show approval for that, or show my support for that. And so as we move forward, I really hope we all make decisions that's going to make sure this beautiful place, I know it's going to be beautiful, but make sure that it incorporates all of Joliet and shows diversity and equity for everyone. So you guys took my thunder. I'll be back next time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else who would like to speak on an agenda item this evening? Okay, seeing none. Next are council committee reports. We'll start with public assets.
Okay, the Public Assets Committee met on Thursday, August 28th at 4:30 in the Executive Conference Room. In attendance were Councilman Marino and myself, along with Blaine Klein, Facilities Director, Sean Mikos, Director of Public Works, and Greg Prierbolt, Joliet Area Historical Museum. We approved the minutes from 6/26/25, and there were no citizens to be heard on agenda items, and there were only 4 agenda items. The first item was an approval of City Hall exterior painting project. It hasn't been painted in a decade, and the regular maintenance scheduled should be painted every 10 years. It will be power washed and painted with 2 coats. The same colors will be used. It also includes the 12 light poles around City Hall, decorative fencing, and power box. The second item, and that passed with the unanimous vote. The second item was replacement of the generator at the Joliet Police Department West Substation. To maintain critical public safety, a new generator is needed to replace the current generator that is over 30 years old, and it's no longer sufficient to maintain the station in need of a power if there is, a power failure. The third item was replacement of the fire suppression piping at Joliet Area Historical Museum outdoor rooftop. This area hosts many special events, and the current piping was leaking in over a dozen places. The original piping is from 2002, and it's no longer sufficient. The fourth item was an award of contract to the Route 66 Broadway Greenway Improvement Project. This project will consist of sidewalk and seating improvements, specifically ADA accessibility from the parking lot to the ice cream shop. Funds from the Heritage Corridor Grant and the CBDG funds will be used to fund this project. Then we also had Sharon Farrell from the Miracle League, who spoke during public comment and let everybody know that the Miracle League fall session begins on September 6th at Slammer Stadium. It's a great opportunity to give back and volunteer to help. You can visit the miracleleagueofjoliet.com for more information. And then Greg Purebolt gave an update of the Joliet Area Historical Museum. It's been a very busy summer for the prison, and he also highlighted some upcoming events, including the Blues Brother movie screening on Saturday, October 4th at the prison. Tickets are available at jolietmuseum.org. Do you have anything to add, Juan?
Excellent.
And everything passed with unanimous approval to go to the full council. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next is public safety.
Thank you. The Public Safety Committee met today here in the council chambers at 5:30. Myself, Suzanne Ibarra, and Councilwoman Jan Coleman were in attendance. We approved the minutes from August 5th, 2025. There were no citizens to be heard on any agenda items. The listed agenda items, there were 5 on the list. The first one was relocation of 2 tornado sirens and the purchase of 1 tornado siren from Braniff Communications, Inc. in the amount of $49,225. John Lukancic spoke briefly about it. There is one that's going to be relocated from Eliza Kelly School down a couple blocks west, and then one is going to be taken from Splash Station to Theodore Crossings. And that is on tonight's agenda under 460-25. Then there was a discussion about a purchase of compressor purifier and fill station for the Joliet Fire Department, Station 1, from Breathing Air Systems in the amount of $48,616.29. Chief Carey spoke on this topic. The last time this was installed was in 1994. It's just outdated. Cannot get parts, so we move this forward to the full council under 461-25 on tonight's agenda item. Then we moved on to number 3, approval of purchase of one E1 cyclone aerial apparatus from Fire Service, Inc., not to exceed $2,075,000. Jeff Price spoke on this. He would like for us to stick to the 5-year plan on vehicle replacements. If we order a ladder apparatus system, it takes 42 to 48 months to complete, so he wanted to stay on point with that. He did get a price quote of $1.987 million, so there is a savings if we were to order that, and that is on tonight's agenda under 470-25. And then approval of purchase of one Ford Expedition SSV from Ron Terrapelli Ford for $52,782. This is grant money. We're also saving a few $1,000s if we were to order that now. That is on our tonight's agenda item under 465-25. And then lastly, approval of purchase for one specialized dive team van from Her Display Vans for $208,075. This is kind of mirrored after the Shanahan dive team vehicle, but it's going to be a lot better. So Jeff Price spoke about this, and all items passed with unanimous approval, and that dive team van is on our tonight's agenda under 464-25. There was nothing under ordinances or resolutions, new or old business not for final action. Jeff Price spoke about the need and to continue the discussion about ambulances. The current ambulances that we have now, the 2 of them have over 12,000 miles already in 6 months. And if we were to order one, it takes 30 to 36 months for that ambulance to be built. So he'd like to just keep that at the council's forefront if we can keep moving along that pace. So that would be, I think, $60,000 savings if we were to order these. So a total cost of $382,000. So if we were to order them now opposed to next year, the final year, that'd be another $60,000 increase. There was nobody here on public comments. Let me back up. Susanna Ibarra spoke about her concerns and her observation and feedback from the public about Essington Road and all the way down Jefferson Street. Councilwoman Coleman agreed, so did I. The speeders, people violating traffic control devices, stop signs, and we spoke about that briefly. And Chief Evans was here, so he heard the comments. So we're gonna work on that. Also, I think that was all we had under new or old business. There were no public comments, and then we adjourned. That is my. Do I have anything else that I missed, or?
No, perfect.
Okay.
Just that stop sign, excuse me, that stop sign thing, it's a problem everywhere. I get calls all the time, people running stop signs. So now that we're well aware of it, people, when you come to a stop sign, you better stop because we'll be watching.
Okay.
I'm
Mayor,
serious.
that's my report.
It's bad.
Thank you.
And public service.
Public Service Committee met here at City Hall at 4:30, here in council chambers today, and on the committee and in attendance was Councilwoman Raridan and Councilman Mudrin, as well as myself.
Is your mic on?
Is there Mike?
Your mic.
Mike?
No.
Oh,
There you go.
let's start from the beginning, everybody. How's that?
That was new ones.
Yeah, there you go. I said the Public Service Committee met today at 4:30 this afternoon here in the council chambers. On the committee and in attendance was Councilwoman Raridan, Councilman Mudrin, and myself. It wasn't too long of an agenda, and we didn't spend a lot of money. 2 of the items under contracts have already been spoken about by Councilman Clement. They went to both committees, which was the $2 million aerial fire truck, as well as the $208,000 specialized dive team. I did want to point out that in the budget, they anticipated $300,000 for that specialized dive team van, and that's what was budgeted for it. And actually, another estimate they got from a different company was $500,000. So, good job on the fire department, coming in $92,000 under budget, and bringing a professional rescue unit online. The other one's quite old, right, Chief? And has outlived its purpose. So, good job. We also looked at, there's a reclassification, no big deal, from a secretary to a utilities clerk in the water department. That means eliminating the secretary's position and replacing it with the clerk's position, because the clerk's position and what's required to be hired as a clerk, the qualifications are higher, and there's more that can be done from that position than is currently being done. So almost a slight, if you will, consolidation. We looked at the $223,000, just shy of $223,000 for traffic signal materials. Essentially, that's backstock. You got to keep our lights when they break. We got to have parts on hand. You can't order every time you need it, so that's just an ongoing, keeping stock with repair parts. We spoke of the vehicles. We looked at about $34,000 to repair a street sweeper that was damaged, but the other driver in an accident was responsible. So we approved it because we need to get the street sweeper back, but our legal department will be trying to recoup that $34,000. Under change orders, pay estimates, and final payments, we had some road striping, so we, in the amount of $7,750, and then another payment for $7,362.50. We use Superior Road striping through the bidding process to stripe roads where they need to be striped. And we looked at a change order, which was a net deduction of about $29,000 for the Theodore Road street project, and then the final payment we looked at, which would be $243,573. Under ordinance resolutions, we have one family that lives on Bronx Road, but they're unincorporated and actually on the other side of the boundary agreement with Shorewood, and their water well has gone dry. They can't get any more. So, Joliet's got a big heart. So we looked at it. The agreement is that we can't annex them in, but we will, at their expense, they're paying for everything, let them hook into our water. And if someday they are annexed into Shorewood, because they're on the Shorewood side of the boundary, then they would disconnect. So that was the only speaker we had on the public comments, was the owner of that house, and he was very thankful that the city would be willing to consider doing this. And all of these items we looked at, and all of them were unanimously, I can't say it either, Joe, unanimously approved to be sent forward to the full council with the committee recommendation to approve. Did I miss anything?
No.
Okay, that would be my report, Mayor.
Thank you.
I show no other reports. Under consent agenda, approval of minutes. It is recommended the minutes of the pre-council meeting August 18th, 2025, and the city council meeting August 19th, 2025 stand approved as recorded. Invoices to be paid. It is recommended this report be approved. Council memo number 456-25, award of contract for the Route 66 Broadway Street Greenway Improvement Project to PT Farrow Construction Company in the amount of $63,065. Council memo number 457-25, approval of payment for the City Hall exterior painting project to Cosgrove Construction Incorporated in the amount of $61,375. Council memo number 458-25, award of professional services purchase and installation of the Joliet Police Department West Substation Generator Replacement Project to Elliott Electric Incorporated in the amount of $63,182. Council memo number 459-25, award of professional services purchase and installation of the Joliet Area Historical Museum rooftop fire suppression pipe replacement to AMS Industries Incorporated in the amount of $55,500. Council memo number 460-25, approval of the relocation of 2 tornado sirens and purchase of 1 tornado siren from Braniff Communications Incorporated in the amount of $49,225. Council memo number 461-25, purchase of compressor, purifier, and fill station for the Joliet Fire Department Station 1 from Breathing Air Systems in the amount of $48,616.29. Council memo number 462-25, approval of the reclassification of a Secretary 1 position to Utilities Clerk in the Department of Public Utilities. Council Memo Number 463-25, award of contract for the 2025 Traffic Signals Material Purchase, Order Number 4, to Traffic Control Corp. In the amount of $222,798. Council Memo Number 464-25, approval of purchase for one specialized dive team van from Her Display Vans for $208,075. Council Memo Number 465-25, approval of purchase of one Ford Expedition SSV from Ron Tirapelli Ford for $52,782. Council Memo Number 466-25, approval of repair for a street sweeper ST111 by Standard Equipment Company Incorporated in the amount of $34,388.62. Council Memo Number 467-25, approval of change order number 1 for the 2025 pavement marking program, MFT section number 25-00571-00-ST to Superior Road Striping Incorporated in the amount of $7,750, and payment request number 4 in the amount of $7,362.50. It is recommended Council Memos 456-25 through 467-25 be approved. Is there a motion to approve all said consent agenda items?
So moved.
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded to approve. Councilman Clement?
Aye.
Councilman Hug?
Aye.
Councilwoman Ibarra?
Aye.
Councilman Moreno?
Aye.
Councilman Mudrin?
Aye.
Councilwoman Quillman?
Aye.
Councilwoman Reardon?
Aye.
Councilman Cardenas?
Aye.
Mayor Darcy?
Aye.
Motion carried. Next is agenda items. Council Memo Number 469-25, approval of change order number 1 for the Theodore Street Project 1A Project MFT Section number 1, 8-00515-02-WR to Austin Tyler Construction Incorporated in the amount of $28,888.06, and payment request number 6 and final in the amount of $243,573.70.
I was reminded this morning by a constituent, and I've been up here 28 months, but I was reminded that in Robert's rules, we're to address conversation before a motion and a second, and then just vote. This is what I've failed to do as a leader here, and I'm just reminding us that's the order of Robert's rules, so sharing what was shared to me by one of our constituents. Are there any comments? If none, then
I'll still so move.
Yep, it's recommended Council Memo Number 469-25 be approved.
So moved.
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded to approve. Councilman Hug?
Aye.
Councilwoman Ibarra?
Aye.
Councilman Moreno?
Abstain.
Councilman Mudrin?
Aye.
Councilwoman Quillman?
Aye.
Councilwoman Reardon?
Aye.
Councilman Cardenas?
Aye.
Councilman Clement?
Aye.
Mayor Darcy?
aye.
Motion carried. Council Memo Number 470-25, approval of purchase of one E1 Cyclone aerial apparatus from Fire Service Incorporated in an amount not to exceed $2,075,000.
Any comments or questions?
Mayor?
Yeah.
Just to clarify, too, on this $2 million purchase, I don't know, I know I didn't mention it, Joe, I'm not sure if you did. This $2 million won't be paid out of this year's budget or even next year's. This is an approval to order it.
2029.
Yeah, it'll be out of the 2029 budget, but we need to approve to order it with a promise to pay in 2029, so. I
This
just wanted to
locks
clear-
in the price, is that right?
Yes, it does. They can't make it go higher.
That's 1.98 something.
Anything else? Need motions?
It's recommended Council Memo Number 470-25 be approved.
So moved. Second. So sorry.
It's been motioned and seconded to approve. Councilwoman Ibarra?
Aye.
Councilman Moreno?
Aye.
Councilman Mudrin?
Aye.
Councilwoman Quillman?
Aye.
Councilwoman Reardon?
Aye.
Councilman Cardenas?
Aye.
Councilman Clement?
Aye.
Councilman Hug?
Aye.
Mayor Darcy?
Aye.
Motion carried. Council Memo Number 471-25, authorization to fund draw 13 for tax increment financing district number 7 in the amount of $1,353,970.01.
Mayor?
Yes.
Beth, if you might, for the consuming public that's watching this, explain what this 1.3 million is.
Sure, I'll hand that over to Kevin. So this is to fund public improvements within the Rock Run collection development. Primarily, the vast majority of it is $1.2 million in roadways.
Right, but this is out of a TIF.
Yeah, so this is out of the tip. So we should issued a bond, the property taxes, sales tax, everything from the development will go and pay back that bond that is funding these improvements.
And this is for the Rock Run development at the corner of I-80 and 55.
80 and 55, yes.
Thank you, Beth.
Need a motion?
It is recommended Council Memo number 471-25 be approved.
So moved.
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded to approve. Councilman Moreno?
Aye.
Councilman Mudrin?
Aye.
Councilwoman Quillman?
Aye.
Councilwoman Reardon?
Aye.
Councilman Cardenas?
Aye.
Councilman Clement?
Aye.
Councilman Hug?
Aye.
Councilwoman Ibarra?
Aye.
Mayor Darcy?
Aye.
Motion carried. Licenses and permit applications. Council Memo number 473-25, issuance of a Class BG liquor license at 1250 Rock Run Crossings Drive, RR Joliet LLC.
Any comments or questions on this one? Thank you.
Okay, is there a motion to approve the issuance of said liquor license?
So moved.
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded to approve. Councilman Mudrin?
Aye.
Councilwoman Quillman?
Aye.
Councilwoman Reardon?
Aye.
Councilman Cardenas?
Aye.
Councilman Clement?
Aye.
Councilman Hug?
A quick question, and just clarification for me before I phone. BG, is that the gaming? For, you know, they can have one out? Yeah, no.
Councilwoman Ibarra?
Aye.
Councilman Moreno?
Aye.
Mayor Darcy?
Aye.
Motion carried. Council Memo number 474-25, issuance of a Class B liquor license at 3101 West Jefferson Street, Upper Crust, 3101 LLC.
Any comments or questions on this one?
Is this a changing of ownership or something?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Okay, because I saw it's Aurelio's, and I'm like, they've certainly had a liquor license.
They're
Okay.
going to be called Upper Crust now?
I'm sorry?
The new name is Upper Crust, right,
Okay.
Kevin?
That's fine. I just was wondering why.
That's okay. Yeah, okay. We're good.
Okay, great.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay, is there a motion to approve the issuance of said liquor license?
So moved.
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded to approve. Councilwoman Quillman?
Aye.
Councilwoman Reardon?
Aye.
Councilman Cardenas?
Aye.
Councilman Clement?
Aye.
Councilman Hug?
Aye.
Councilwoman Ibarra?
Aye.
Councilman Moreno?
Aye.
Councilman Mudrin?
Aye.
Mayor Darcy?
Aye.
Motion carried. Council Memo number 475-25, issuance of Class E liquor license at 805 Kelly Avenue, El Parche Colombiano Company.
Any comments or questions on this one? Okay.
Is there a motion to approve the issuance of said liquor license?
So moved.
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded to approve. Councilwoman Reardon?
Aye.
Councilman Cardenas?
Aye.
Councilman Clement?
Aye.
Councilman Hug?
Aye.
Councilwoman Ibarra?
Aye.
Councilman Moreno?
Aye.
Councilman Mudrin?
Aye.
Councilwoman Quillman?
Aye.
Mayor Darcy?
Aye.
Motion carried. Under ordinances, Council Memo number 477-25, ordinance authorizing an amendment to the annual budget of the City of Joliet for the 2025 fiscal year.
Any comments or questions? Okay.
It is recommended that ordinance be adopted.
So moved.
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded to approve. Councilman Cardenas?
Aye.
Councilman Clement?
Aye.
Councilman Hug?
Aye.
Councilwoman Ibarra?
Aye.
Councilman Moreno?
Aye.
Councilman Mudrin?
Aye.
Councilwoman Quillman?
Aye.
Councilwoman Reardon?
Aye.
Mayor Darcy?
Aye.
Motion carried. Council Memo number 478-25, ordinance amending Section 2-5 of the City of Joliet Code of Ordinances to prohibit the unauthorized use of the city seal and emblems.
So moved.
Wait, discussion.
Any discussion on that one?
I want to say something about this. Everybody, is it okay, Mayor?
Yeah.
Everybody says how long bureaucracy can take, but this literally, I want to give credit to Corporation Counsel Todd Lindsay for this. It was very horrifying to go into a store and see our city seal being, sold on collared shirts. And it really made me worry that someone might get one of these shirts and show up at residents' houses.
That's why I brought
which
it
you
up.
know they do. So Thank you so much for this, Todd, and this did not take nearly as long as I expected it to, and I really appreciate you caring about the residents and making sure that no one can use our seals without our authorization. So thank you so much, Todd. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you for that. And just for a note, federally, a municipality cannot register its mark, but it can do through its ordinances, and that's the procedure we're doing here.
Thank you so much.
Sure.
Thank you. Anyone else? Need a motion?
It is recommended that ordinance be adopted.
So moved.
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded to approve. Councilman Clement?
Aye.
Councilman Hug?
Aye.
Councilwoman Ibarra?
Aye.
Councilman Moreno?
Aye.
Councilman Mudrin?
Aye.
Councilwoman Quillman?
Absolutely aye.
Councilwoman Reardon?
Aye.
Councilman Cardenas?
Aye.
Mayor Darcy?
Aye.
Motion carried. Council Memo Number 479-25, ordinance authorizing an amendment to the Des Plaines River Valley Enterprise Zone intergovernmental agreement.
Any comments or questions on this one? Thank you.
It is recommended that ordinance be adopted.
So moved.
I'll second.
It's been motioned and seconded to approve. Councilman Hug?
Aye.
Councilwoman Ibarra?
Aye.
Councilman Moreno?
Aye.
Councilman Mudrin?
Aye.
Councilwoman Quillman?
Aye.
Councilwoman Reardon?
Aye.
Councilman Cardenas?
Aye.
Councilman Clement?
Aye.
Mayor Darcy?
Aye.
Motion carried. Resolutions. Council Memo Number 481-25, resolution accepting a general operating support grant from the Illinois Arts Council for the 2026 grant fiscal year.
Any questions or comments on this one? Okay.
It is recommended that resolution be adopted.
So moved.
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded to approve. Councilwoman Ibarra?
Aye.
Councilman Moreno?
Aye.
Councilman Mudrin?
Aye.
Councilwoman Quillman?
I'll accept the grant. Aye.
Councilwoman Reardon?
Aye.
Councilman Cardenas?
Aye.
Councilman Clement?
Aye.
Councilman Hug?
Aye.
Mayor Darcy?
Aye.
Motion carried. Council Memo Number 482-25, resolutions authorizing approval of water service agreements for 809 Bronx Road.
Any comments or questions?
I just want to say, this gentleman was here at our meeting, and he literally was without water for 3 months.
Oh, my God.
He moved to Georgia to be with family members for a portion of that, and another portion he was in Naperville with other family members. But it's just giving us that look into, we really need to get our water taken care of here in Joliet, because his profession in life was a plumber, and he could not do anything to help himself. So I am so happy that we were able to help him.
Thank you. All good, thanks.
It is recommended that resolution be adopted.
Move to approve that one.
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded to approve. Councilman Moreno?
Aye.
Councilman Mudrin?
Aye.
Councilwoman Quillman?
Aye.
Councilwoman Reardon?
Aye.
Councilman Cardenas?
Aye.
Councilman Clement?
Aye.
Councilman Hug?
Aye.
Councilwoman Ibarra?
Aye.
Mayor Darcy?
Aye.
Motion carried. Council Memo Number 483-25, resolution appropriating supplemental motor fuel tax funds for the 2025 pavement marking program, MFT Section Number 25-00571-00-ST.
Any comments or questions? Thank you.
It is recommended that resolution be adopted.
So moved.
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded to approve. Councilman Mudrin?
Aye.
Councilwoman Quillman?
Aye.
Councilwoman Reardon?
Aye.
Councilman Cardenas?
Aye.
Councilman Clement?
Aye.
Councilman Hug?
Aye.
Councilwoman Ibarra?
Aye.
Councilman Moreno?
Aye.
Mayor Darcy?
Aye.
Motion carried. Next is the city manager's report.
Good evening. I hope everyone had a safe and enjoyable Labor Day. Downtown construction. Here's the current update of the Chicago Street Corridor construction. Crews wrapped up work last week on several key project elements. Concrete streetscape features in front of the library are now in place. ComEd has completed advanced preparations for powering the new transformer on Ottawa Street, which will serve the city square improvements. Topsoil has been placed in many of the planter areas within the square. Sidewalks along the west side of Chicago Street in front of the square have been installed, and the subgrade for the access road within the park has been cut to grade. This week, planar curbs and a brick sub base will be installed on the west side of Chicago between Van Buren and Clinton. Electrical conduit and lighting installation will continue in the City Square Park area. New curb for the extension of Van Buren Street into the City Square will be placed, and finally, 2-hour parking restrictions along Chicago Street between Jefferson and Cass will be enforced to accommodate the work. Parking remains available in the Ottawa Street garage. Bridge update. I want to give our residents an update of 2 of our bridges. Just a reminder, the city does not own or operate the bridges. They are owned and maintained by the Illinois Department of Transportation, IDOT. The Ruby Street Bridge is scheduled to reopen Wednesday, September 10th. That bridge was closed in early July for upgrades and repairs, but also happening on Wednesday, September 10th, the Cass Street Bridge is now scheduled to be closed for an extensive rehabilitation project and is not expected to reopen until late 2026, early 2027. I also wanted to let everyone know that the 2-hour parking downtown was effective, yesterday was a holiday, so today's the first day. And for the first couple of weeks, we'll be reminding people about it, but then in a couple of weeks we will start citing people, so just everyone be aware that of the rules, that you can park for up to 2 hours in one section and move to another, but not within the same section. And further, sorry about the Cass Street Bridge. IDOT is budgeting $22.8 million for the project, which consists of repairing the decks and approaches, replacing expansion joints and structural steel, electrical upgrades, and miscellaneous mechanical repairs. The project also will replace deteriorated sidewalk and curbs and construct a new ADA-compliant sidewalk ramp. We will continue to provide updates as they become available. That concludes my report.
Question, Mayor?
Yeah.
So, Beth, I've been on this for the last 5 years. So now that the IDOT, everybody wants the bridges done and this done and painted. Well, I've been on it for 5 years. We have no control over that. It's strictly IDOT. So my question to you is, as they're repairing each bridge and they're out there, can we get them to start painting that after they're finished with the work?
Greg, is that part of the scope?
I believe that is part of the scope of these. They've done temporary painting jobs, as you've seen in recent years. I think it's part of the scope of this particular project to paint the
All
bridge
right, but
as
are
well.
they going to go with that maroon brownish color that we talked about?
We have discussed it. I don't know what the status of that is.
Because
we
it's
can find
green and blue and different shades of green is ridiculous. I mean, we're the third, I still say we're the third city in the state of Illinois, and we have a lot of people coming through here, and to have all these different colors of bridges. Chicago owns their bridges, that's why they're so nice. They're that brownish maroon color with the black and yellow street names on it, which really makes it look nice. And if it starts to rust, it doesn't show the rust right away. So I'm going to keep harping on this. If we can't get that nice color that Chicago has, and I know that the state will not pay for the nameplates on the bridges, but if we could get something like that to just give us a little polish here when people come in and out of our city, I'm going to stay on it.
All right.
Okay?
We hear you.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Quick comment too on the bridges while we're at it. A few people have asked me if we could make Jefferson 2 ways, and I know, Greg, you and I talked about that. You were going to check with the state because it's up to them whether or not that could happen.
Yeah, I reached out to IDOT last Friday. I haven't heard back yet. I think it would be challenging to make Jefferson Street 2-way just due to some of the one-way roadway network, some of the geometry of the roads, and then the traffic signals as well. In the past, when Jefferson Street has been out of service, Cass has been converted to 2-way. Not to say that's easy, but I think it's easier than Jefferson Street. But I did reach out Friday to try and get a definitive answer from them, whether that's something that we consider.
Thank you. I just told them that we'd ask, and it's up to the state. Thank you. Sherry, I think it's your turn this week.
I'm good. I will give up my spot.
We have public,
We gotta do public
we have public comment.
Oh, sorry, public, oh yeah, what did I do here?
With
Now I
public
gotta repeat
comments.
myself again.
Yep.
Strike three and you're
Your
out.
wife got a hot date, you're going out to dinner.
If there's anyone who would like to address the council this evening?
Good evening, Council and Mayor. My name is Diane Matter, and I reside in Joliet, Illinois. Tonight, I'd like to take the time to thank the mayor for coming out today and looking at the Lugs truck stop development. We discussed multiple ways to make it more livable and help with securing our safety. Thank you so much, Mayor Darcy. We appreciate it immensely. I was really eager to discuss some safety issues with the mayor, so I was so thankful that he made time out today to visit. He was so understanding and supportive with some of the safety issues that we addressed. We plan on working together to find solutions that can mitigate the safety risk in our neighborhood. As a resident, I'm deeply invested in ensuring that our community remains safe and livable for everyone. Let's try to detour negative activity that happens at truck stops before it becomes a major problem. Let's try to help our community feel safe with this huge development in a residential neighborhood. I would also like to thank Susie Ibarra for all her involvement in making this happen. I appreciate all the time and consideration that you have given me. I look forward to working with everyone to find solutions to secure the safety and well-being of our community. Thank you again so much, Mayor. It was a pleasure to show you around today. I hope you had fun.
I did.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else who would like to address the council this evening?
Good evening. Hey, I was been looking at these houses that, that Legacy Trucking had bought, and they never did their development, and those houses were still standing. I was in hopes of buying one of those houses, but when I looked at them, oh my God, they've been shot up. I mean, and I think police has got in there and, did training, because there were bullets everywhere, training bullets everywhere, all the house doors smashed in. Needless to say, these two houses have been junked. And I think it's disgraceful that these developments buy this land, just like my mom's property was bought and nobody developed, they haven't developed it yet, and just seeing big for sale signs marked out front, even, wanting more than what they paid for the property. I just think this is a disgrace that you guys, keep voting in and letting, things like this come in to where they keep taking houses away, knowing we have the housing shortage going on and people can't find houses to live in. I, for one, am just sitting here struggling. I don't know where I'm going to be tomorrow. I don't even know where I'm going to be next week. As I'm, about to get, transported out of a motel that I'm at. Catholic Charity's giving up even. So, I don't know where I'm going to be. But it's all because of, you guys keep voting in development. Don't think of the consequences of people who have to live and who have to then try to find a new place to live. And you guys ought to know that there ain't no new places to live in. And these new subdivisions they want to build, the new houses start at $400,000. Who's got that? I don't think nobody's got $400,000 unless you're rich. We need to stop this and stop the developments from going in. If somebody wants to come in and develop a place, then let them go find a bare place of land where there's nothing, no trees, or they could do what they want. If there's houses on them properties, if there are trees on the properties, leave the trees, leave the houses, go look somewhere else. Stop taking places away where people can live, okay? We all don't have own houses to where then, you sell out and you just get to go somewhere else and live. It's not that easy. And like me, I didn't own a house, but I still need a place to live. So your decisions do affect people's lives, and I would appreciate if you guys would stop just looking at the jobs and look at what people are supposed to do in their quality of life and where they're supposed to go and live then. You ain't got answers.
Is there anyone else who would like to address the council this evening? Seeing none, we will move on to mayor and council comments.
It's like Groundhog's Day around here. I'll pass.
Okay, I will say 2 weeks ago, the police department held a special fundraiser for Special Olympics, and it's held at Texas Roadhouse. And what the police officers did, they were serving food along with the waiters and waitresses, and it was to tip the police officers that brought the food. It was a fun event, and they were able to raise $3,100 in tips for Special Olympics.
Oh, wow.
And they do this every year, and if you do it again next year, please come. These are some pictures here in the beginning, and there you can see the server in the middle with the tray. He was doing some fancy stuff. I can't remember his name right now. There's so many there. Father Chris there, and there we go, and you can see who's there. Mr. Darcy's there, and me, and guys over here on the left, the waitresses, and it was a really good time. There's a lot more people there, but we didn't want to put all those pictures up. But it was a great time, so next time they do it, I hope you guys can come out and tip them quite well, which we did. $3,100 was pretty good just for tips. Non-taxable for the police department. And I want to wish, he's waiting at home, my great-nephew, Bryce. He's already 2. I remember we were waiting on baby watch for him, and now he's 2 years old, going on 30. He's so smart, it's ridiculous. Smart little boy, and very happy little guy, and very happy to have him in the family. And last but not least, I want to thank all the guys that were out trimming trees last week from the city of Joliet, not the regular people that cut the trees like Ayala and that, but it was our guys out there, and they did a fabulous job. They cut the dead limb trees and then quickly cleaned it up, and then I know the street sweeper was right after that to get all the little crumbles, all the shavings out. So, kudos to all of them. They work hard. Those aren't easy jobs, and I wanted to thank them for that. And other than that, I thank everybody, and be well and stay safe.
Thank you.
I'd like to start with Joliet Central High School, the only Joliet High School football team to win a game this past weekend. Joliet Central has struggled in wins over the last few years, and they deserve congratulations. They did a great job. In the way of Kappa, the Cathedral Area Association, they put on a very successful Music on the Porch. It was a free event that was a week ago. And this coming Saturday, they have a wine/home walk from 12 to 5. You can go to their website and get tickets. That's my report.
No comments, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you.
I had the honor of throwing out the first pitch at the Joliet Slammers game on Saturday night. It was a very big deal for my mom and dad. They really loved it. Some of my family and friends were there for it. I did get it straight to the pitcher, although it did bounce. I just want to tell everybody to buy your tickets for next year because these games are fun, engaging, and very affordable. So we got the little bobbleheads that were Dia de los Muertos, and it was very cute. Also, I want to thank Councilman Marino for attending the Reedwood Neighborhood Council. Councilman Marino showed up on time, stayed for the entire neighborhood council, and also answered questions. So they were really impressed with Councilman Marino. And once again, I want to thank you for being there. Thank you. That's the end of my report, Mayor.
Thank you.
I have nothing.
I had the occasion yesterday to run in a couple gentlemen over at Marishka's, and the topic of the Unity Dome, like Dustin said, interest and excitement, that's what's been going on the last few days. But they brought up to me, they do have knowledge about the U.S. Steel property, and apparently there is a limestone arch that is still available. So they told me that it could potentially be available to the city and maybe utilize it somewhere downtown. I think it'd be really nice if we had something like that downtown. So I just thought I'd bring it to everybody, their attention. Also, I want to talk about term limits. John Sheridan and others for many years have been talking about this topic, and some say, the election time is term limits. Some say they disagree with that, but John sent some documentation, information. I didn't get a chance to to read it, but I would like to send it to each and every one of you, at least have some consideration, and let's throw it around and discuss it. I think it's time to at least have the conversation, and then maybe in the future we could send it to land use and legislation, and at least have some dialogue about future term limits. I think that would be the most appropriate way to move forward with this topic. So that's it, Mayor.
Thanks.
Yep.
I would just like to invite the Joliet community and my fellow council members to celebrate heritage, service, and civic pride at the Fiestas Patrias Mexican Independence Day Parade on Saturday, September 13th, since we won't reconvene until afterwards. It's going to be beginning at 1 p.m. This is a free, family-friendly event that celebrates Mexican heritage and history, with attendees encouraged to line the streets, wave flags, and honor the contributions of local heroes. The parade will take place along the historic Collins Street corridor, a legacy parade route that has hosted Fiestas Patrias celebration for more than 60 years. This year's parade will pay special tribute to the remarkable legacy and contributions of Joliet area Mexican Americans who have proudly served both their country and community. The 2025 Grand Marshals represent courage, sacrifice, and community impact. Mr. Joe Bellman, of 101 years old, a U.S. Army World War II veteran, Mr. Tony Ariano, Vietnam War veteran, Lieutenant George Hernandez, retired Joliet Police Lieutenant, and Mr. Jose Dueñas Sr., accepting on behalf of his late son, Sergeant Jose Dueñas Jr., U.S. Army. So we look forward to seeing everyone to come out and celebrate. It's a 60-year celebration, and no better time to come out and celebrate than now. And then soon after that, you're going to have the Fiesta in the Bicentennial Park as well. That's going to be happening from 4 and on with live music, food, and it's a family-friendly event as well. So just want to invite everyone to come out. Thank you.
Thank you.
Could you just repeat the date again?
Saturday, September 13th.
13th September. Thank you.
You know, when Pat mentioned parties on the porch, I was over talking to some of the loopers in their boats. And a guy came up to me, he lives in Orland, and he wants to do the loop someday and getting he and his wife in a boat. But he too was at the parties on the porch. He said it was a blast. You know, as I see these boats come and tie up in the city, it'd be kind of cool if we could try and integrate them with some of this kind of stuff. I mean, we got the trolley, we've got Ann here now, so I think we can start working together to do things. But that guy was really so excited about how much fun he had. So that was a cool event. As everybody can notice, we're all wearing, most of us are wearing, some of us are wearing our logo for the long-term comprehensive plan. And that thing is rolling along pretty well. We've got an open house. Now, one thing that we're asking everybody to do is please take the survey. It takes about 10 minutes, and we really could use as much help as we can get on this. So far, we've got about 1,400 received, and we'd sure like to get as many of those as we can to help everyone guide the city to the future. There's a lot of important questions there. It won't take long, but there's printed copies in both English and Spanish here at City Hall and can be downloaded to print. So we would love to have everybody do those for us. On Wednesday, September 17th, the city will host a community workshop at Joliet West High School in the cafeteria. The workshop will be from 5 to 7:30, open house style format. People can drop in anytime, come and go. There'll be a lot of display on some of the work that's been done already. So we think that's going to be another important event to give everybody an opportunity to see where this process is so far. And then down the road, we're going to have some people come in to kind of give us an idea where we're at and what the timeline looks like. So in order to make this a successful project, we need all hands on deck. Thank you. On Thursday, myself, Cedar, and I know Jan stopped into the Bicentennial Bluffs to talk about the Choice Neighborhoods Planning Grant. They're in the 2-mile radius of that, and the group that came in to discuss that did a great job of explaining how that's going to work to help the city and hopefully then get the opportunity for that $50 million grant that's available to be awarded. And that's about an 18-month process. I think we're, 6 months or so into it. So again, we got $500,000 to help with this study, hired a really, really strong firm to help us do that, and that would be a great investment for us to get into the community. I had a chance today to see how our Community Cares program worked. There was a fellow waiting for me as I came out of a meeting. He said that 2 weeks ago I told him to come and see me in September, and he showed up. He's deaf. He's he's in need of a lot of help. So took the time and had the time to take him over to Station 1, met with Chief Carey, John Cook, and Raquel. And he's been trying for a couple years to get help from any agency he can. And Raquel took it upon herself to become his intermediary. He's given her written permission to help him steward through the process that can get him mobility, work, and a place to live. It was really exciting because I'd never experienced that in action, face to face. And we know that we changed one life today, and that's so important. And I was so excited to be part of that, but really excited for him that he feels like he's got some steady ground. He's probably in his 50s, and it just shows that this city is here to help. City of love and city of good people. Our first responders, police and fire. What a great crew we have. So thank you. That's all I got. God bless Joliet.
Okay. Is there a motion to adjourn?